Welcome to the Lotus Goddess, Divine Love. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome back everyone. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Journey Charm readings. Let's begin, and just keep in mind this is a general reading. See what message comes through. In this reading, I see here that this karmic person, they are currently in separation from Divine Masculine. They may be avoiding Divine Masculine. I feel like giving the silent treatment. They are not really paying attention to. It's like they may be in some sort of denial, not really paying attention to what the current situation is. I feel like this karmic person believes something about, like, if I keep myself distant, if I pull back from masculine will come after me, like run after me or chase me, that kind of thing. So I feel like it's some sort of technique. They're really quiet. I see that this karmic is being quiet, but it is with reason. It's kind of like this karmic is working on something, but in silence. They expect the Divine Masculine to run towards them, but I don't see anything happening at this time with this karmic person. So for whoever this resonates for, this karmic person has chosen to isolate themselves. This is something that I feel like it's some sort of strategy or strategic kind of move that they're playing on their part, trying to bring in Divine Masculine, bring attention to the situation. But I feel like this karmic person is not really understanding what is happening at this time. I feel like they may have tried to do other things which didn't work. I see here that there were a number of things that this karmic person tried to do with Divine Masculine to grab Divine Masculine's attention, but to hold their connection. So it's like to hold on to Divine Masculine. They did some things, but it didn't work in the karmic's favor. So now they've gone into this kind of like isolation. This they're in hiding, not because they want to avoid the masculine, but it's more of like, I want to see masculine react to it, like kind of make Divine Masculine be fearful of the separation between them. It's like I want Divine Masculine to worry about me, to be scared that this is over. Like it's just a plan here. It's like a plan that they're hoping that they not only hope, but they feel like it's going to work. But I see here that nothing is working in this karmic's favor, because whatever they tried to do leading up to this point, it didn't succeed. Like they were unable to hold on or grasp onto masculine. So right now, being in that silent mode, they're hoping that Divine Masculine will rush in. They feel like he will rush in, but I see here that the Divine Masculine's at a distance. They've drawn their energy away from this karmic person. Okay, so moving along, let's see what else is here. With Divine Masculine here, it's he or she, your masculine, is thinking about the past, thinking about how the choices that they made were, they had big dreams. Your masculine had big dreams. They thought that the choices that they were making at the time was leading them into the right direction, leading them to the life that they've always wanted for themselves. Now when they look back, they're like, I made certain decisions that did not fulfill anything that I desired in my life. And they're thinking about, if they had gone a different direction, what would have been the outcome? If I had returned to Divine Feminine, if I had that conversation with Divine Feminine. I see here that Divine Feminine, you try to reach out, you try to speak, have a conversation with your masculine, somehow to not only rebuild, but to help protect the relationship, the connection at that time. I see here that Divine Masculine was not, it was not mutual. This Divine Masculine didn't put any effort in communication. I see lack of communication here, not really having those strong, in-depth conversations that would have built your connection even more. This masculine avoided having any conversation with you when it came to your relationship. And now they're looking back and they're thinking that if I had taken that step to have that conversation that Divine Feminine wanted to have at that time, I could have helped build this relationship. It would have been strong. They're recognizing that they had sabotaged in some sort of way by pulling back, by not having those conversations with you, that they allowed the foundation to crumble. It shows here that they allowed the foundation of your relationship to crumble. They didn't give it strength. They didn't play their role as the counterpart to help build, to help give a strong, stable foundation. And they're looking back on this now. It's like, I should have had that conversation. If I had only spoken once to Divine Feminine and let them know what I wanted, how I felt. And I feel like there were some things that this masculine avoided talking about because it had to do with, it says here that it has to do something about, they were not really ready about having that kind of relationship with you because it was something that was of the unknown. There is a little bit of fear, the fear of the responsibility. Okay, so I'm going to mention this because this is something that came in. Some cases, I feel like some Divine Feminines maybe along the lines of, if they were not in that, if they were not ready to have that relationship with me, that responsibility with me, why did they choose that karmic? Why were they ready for that karmic? Okay, so one of the reasons is because the vibration, right? Like, it's like attracts like. This Divine Masculine was not energetically aligned with you at that time, okay? So it's kind of like they were overwhelmed by your light. They didn't have their divine sunglasses, okay? They could not see your light, okay? Another thing is, this masculine, they didn't have the knowledge that they needed to be the strong counterpart that was required for this union, okay? So it's showing here lack of knowledge, lack of understanding about the connection itself. They were not ready. This has to do with the spiritual growth. So that is one of the main reasons I see here of this masculine withdrawing. It's not because they were aware that they were unaware. So let me say that again. It's not that they were aware that they were unaware of their lack of spiritual knowledge, okay? It's more of like energetically they felt this intensity of the connection that they had to pull back. It's like they were overwhelmed by your energy. They didn't understand why. They didn't know why. But they felt like, this is too overwhelming for me. This responsibility of being with Divine Feminine, it feels overwhelming. But when it came to this karmic person, it was more of with ease because it was with lack of responsibility, lack of living up to what they felt that they were required to do with you, okay? So they knew intuitively. They knew intuitively that being with you, there is a certain, I feel like, I don't know how to put it into words, but this is what I'm going to share because I feel it, but I don't know how to express it. It has to do with this masculine knew that there's a certain standard spiritually that they needed to have in order to be with you. They felt it, but they didn't know what it was. They just knew that another thing I'm getting here, best way I can explain it is kind of like, think of the divine as a parent to the divine feminine, okay? They are there as a protection, guidance. It's like, why will I give my son or daughter to you, masculine, if you are not ready to take care of the divine feminine? Show to us that you are ready to be the counterpart. Show to us that you're ready to take on the responsibility as the counterpart. And then we will introduce you to our child. That's what it is. It's something that is a protection over the connection, the protection over divine feminine. It's like, we want you to be ready in order to be able to handle what you need to handle in this connection itself. So if this divine masculine was pulling back from you, was not expressing as much love to you, but you notice that this masculine was expressing more, giving more to this karmic person, is because that they had that feeling that I don't have any, there's no one that's going to, it's like, I don't have to prove myself that I am worthy of the connection with karmic person. I can just be with the karmic person. I don't have to prove myself. I can just be with a karmic person as is. But with the divine feminine, they knew that they had to come in. It feels like, I wouldn't say correct, but come in ready. That you have to be at your highest potential to be with the divine feminine. And they knew that they were not at that time. They energetically knew, they sensed it, they felt it. It's like, I cannot live up to what I'm supposed to be when it comes to the divine feminine. They are aware that if they had that conversation with you, they could have made some changes in their life. You were something that you set a good example for your masculine, and I feel like they didn't want to let you down. This is somebody who felt they were not worthy. But at the same time, now when it comes to looking back at the decisions that they made, they wish that they had those conversations with you. They're like, I could have made it work. I could have changed things within myself. They're thinking about that now because energetically they have shifted, they've grown, they've evolved. But this thought didn't come to mind when they were with you at that time. But it's showing here now that they're thinking, oh, if I had done this, maybe my life would have been different. If I had made this choice, I could have made better decisions for myself or for my relationship. They're seeing it from a different perspective. This is not somebody who would have noticed this when they were with you. But they see it now. I see here this divine masculine wanting to stand up for what is best for them. And I feel like it doesn't have to do with selfishness. It's more of like, if somebody had intervened in the past or gave advice to divine masculine that made divine masculine think that, oh, maybe they're right, maybe I should follow what they're saying, or what would look better or sound better. I feel like living up to others' expectation, I feel like that is being wiped clean, like pushed aside. Masculine is here, I see, standing up for themselves, making their own decisions, what's best for them, not what is, I feel like, what other people think is best for masculine, or what looks good, or what sounds good. image wise. I feel like, and what I see something about masculine is no longer worried about the material, about having that fancy kind of lifestyle. I see here liking the simple things in life, being grateful for what they have, for what they worked for. They feel very proud of you, Divine Feminine. They see you as somebody who's very smart. They're like, wow, Divine Feminine knows. Like, they've always known. You've always known about the connection. You've always known about Divine Masculine, what you felt was good for Divine Masculine. Some of you may have shared certain things. I see here that when it came to decision making, you did contribute in some sort of way. You tried to provide good advice, your feedback, what you thought was best for your masculine. And now when they think about it, it's like, wow, Divine Feminine is pretty smart. Divine Feminine knew. And I feel like it's not only about relationships and things like that. You gave this masculine very something about very good advice about life. It's like life experience, people, about situations, about family, about lifestyle. Like, topics are endless here. They see you as somebody who's very wise, somebody who they are very proud of, someone who is very loyal. They recognize that if they had continued their relationship with you, you two would have been a very strong power couple. Because I see here that this masculine recognizes that your relationship would have been very strong, a strong bond. You would have grown in different aspects of your life. Some cases, some of you would have built a strong empire. Some of you would have been very creative. I see something about creating, and then success, financially stable, having a strong connection, sharing with others, something about community. There's something about you two, masculine or you may already be working with the community in some sort of way. But I see here that if you two were together all this time, even in reunion, when it comes to community, there's a lot of good work here. It comes from the heart. Like, you two are really engaged, working with others. I see something about supporting with love, like encouraging others, making others feel good, making others feel loved, making others recognize their own self-worth. This has to do with what you're meant to do together. And I feel like this masculine is recognizing that if you two were to be together and if you two had stayed together, you two would have accomplished many things. One more thing I see in this reading, remember how I mentioned in the beginning of the reading that the karmic person is trying to keep a little bit of distance, kind of to draw in the divine masculine, to chase after them. I see here that right now this divine masculine is pretty upset about this karmic person. Shows here heartache. This karmic person emotionally, there's emotional pain here. This masculine is sad. I see tears here in this reading. This divine masculine may be crying. They're getting it out. They're getting it out of their system. And I feel one of the things, and what I see here, it has to do with Why did I allow this to go on for so long? This masculine has a lot of regret. Why did I allow this connection to go on this long? This divine masculine, they feel like they've trapped themselves in this connection with this karmic. They feel like, I should have known better. Why didn't I see this sooner? Why did I hold myself in this connection for this long? There is sadness here. There's regret. There's crying here. They know that they've always loved you. They've always loved you. They've always had that strong bond with you. It's like, I knew in my heart that I have love for my feminine, and why did I allow myself to stay with this karmic person when I was not happy, when I knew I didn't belong here? And one of the reasons I see here is because they were worried about what other people think. That's one of the main reasons, because it was such a long period of time. I see here something about the divine masculine allowed this to continue to drag, like to really drag out, because they were worried about what others would say or think if this suddenly doesn't work out. It's like, I'll try to make it work, even if the divine masculine was not happy being there. It shows here sadness. There's no love here. There's no happiness here. And I don't see anything about happy memories with this karmic person. It's like as if as soon as they got with this karmic person and they committed themselves in that relationship, I feel like they just try to make it work, thinking that it would get better. 1 month led to 1 year, 1 year led to 2 years. It just kept going on. I see it could be more than 5 years in some cases here. 5, 10 years. This could have been quite a long time. That's why there's that's why there's that release happening with this divine masculine. It's like they held on to this this determination that I'll make it work. I'll make this relationship work with this karmic person no matter what. Because I don't want to fail. I don't want other people to see that after all this time, in the end, that we separated. Something like that. But now they're thinking, why did I allow this to happen so much when I knew I loved the feminine? Why did I allow this to drag out for so long when I was not happy here? The thing that changed and made the shift here is that there was some kind of message that came in for this divine masculine that revealed something that was not fair or not right. Something that was not supposed to, I feel like ethically, something about ethically, it's not right. It shows here the divine stepped in to show and allow divine masculine to see what they need to see about the connection, to see the reality about what was happening in this connection with this karmic person. So this is the reading for today. I hope you like my readings. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Bye everyone.